Welcome to the Unfuck Your Fitness podcast. I am your host, Christy Castillo, and I'm here to give you real talk and cut the BS so you can actually enjoy building a body you love. I'm a personal trainer obsessed with giving you simple action steps to take you from feeling stuck to feeling sexy. Let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode. Today, we're going to be talking about supplements, and this is a topic that came highly suggested by my clients and just a ton of messages wondering. I always get messages asking about supplements, but lately, since I've started the podcast, it's been something that I've been getting asked about a lot. And I'm just going to be straight up honest with you in this podcast, not only about the supplements that I think are going to give you the best results, the biggest bang for your buck, what you need, what you don't need. That's all going to be honest, but I'm also going to be honest with you about my own journey with supplements and the little bit of a hang up that I had when people were requesting this topic. And it was one of those things like, I kind of have struggled with supplements in the past. So it feels a little strange to be making a podcast about supplements only because of my own journey. I am so confident in what I'm going to share with you, the information, but I want to set the groundwork a little bit, tell you a little bit about my own journey so that you understand kind of what I'm saying. I never just want to get on here and, spit information at you without telling you my thoughts or, my own journey so that you understand that I'm being honest and that you can trust me. So I have had a large array of results and experiences with supplements. My husband and I first started working out about 13 years ago, and we used a cheap, I'm sure crappy whey protein just from a grocery store, and we would take creatine. So I remember we'd have a whey protein shake during the day, right after our workout, or maybe before. We would take a creatine supplement, and then we would have another shake right after our workout, because we had no idea what we were doing. Not that those things are wrong. They're not, but we didn't know why we were doing those things. We just did them. And that was awesome. We got the best results. We were doing that 90-day program that I had spoke about in previous episodes. And we got really, really good results from eating a certain way, hitting our macros. We didn't know we were doing that, but at the time, that's what we were doing. We were fueling our body. We were taking these supplements and we were working out, doing a plan, and we got amazing supplements. Fast forward to when I was a Beachbody coach, and all of a sudden there's these products that these companies sell, of course. So now I am wanting to / supposed to, of course, use these supplements to, help my business, to help my ladies get the results that they're looking for. So now all of a sudden I find myself using and recommending these other supplements to my clients at that time. And I really struggled with that. And that's what I kind of want to talk about here for a second. I had gotten results with a, off-brand protein shake and probably an off-brand creatine source. Was that the best for my body? Absolutely not. And I do not recommend that you do that. But I knew in my mind that I got really good results from these, cheaper, who knows where they came from, sources like these supplements. And now here I am promoting really expensive products that I know full well you do not need to get results. I had done this long enough to know that if you just eat right and do the right workout program, you can get results. Like supplements are just that. They are supplements. So it was really hard for me to make the transition. All of a sudden, I started to feel really icky about what I was doing, became certified, and I made the decision to be 100% honest about what has worked for me, what has worked for my clients, to cut the BS, to unfuck your fitness. That is literally what I'm doing. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. So I went from not knowing what I was doing, taking certain supplements, kind of pushing, I hate using that word, pushing supplements that I know people didn't need, felt icky about that. And then finally came to my senses. And here I am telling you what actually works. And I say that with a big sigh because it honestly feels so good to be able to just say the truth. So I will end with that little speech and get into the supplements. But I want you to know that what I am saying right now, I personally use. I recommend to my clients, depending on obviously where they're at in their journey and what they need, what will help. And these are all of the things that I know work. I'm going to say them in order of importance, from your gut health to your protein to other supplements. And I'm really excited. So first of all, we are going to start with the base of your fitness, which is your gut. So I always recommend a reds and greens powder. I have taken these for a really long time and I've taken different ones. A lot of them were super sweet and yummy and tasty and didn't work at all. But it's important that you find high quality products, supplements. Always, always, always. That is so important. You are putting these supplements into your body. You only get one body, and a healthy body, starting with your gut, can lay the groundwork for everything, physically, mentally, emotionally. So I can't stress enough to choose a high quality supplement. I'm going to actually be linking my favorite supplements in the show notes of this podcast. So if you need any help choosing them, trust me, I have tried a ton along the way. I've had gut issues, autoimmune issues, and it's all been caused from stress, of course, because that wreaks havoc on your gut, but also not choosing high quality sources. Putting crap in my body did not do me any favors. So reds and greens, because the base of your health is digestion. So greens, obviously made up of greens, veggies, are going to help with digestion and the utilization of nutrients. Gut health is so important. Like I just said, a strong gut will allow you to properly digest your food, and it balances pH levels in your body. And it also helps you to more efficiently utilize the nutrients you're eating. If your gut is not strong enough to really digest and utilize the nutrients you're eating, you can eat salads all day. Your body is not utilizing those nutrients. It's doing absolutely no good. So greens really help with your digestion and utilizing the nutrients that you were eating. For years, my gut couldn't digest hardly anything, and everything that I was putting inside of my body was doing absolutely no good. So speaking from experience, this is so important. And then reds, of course, reds powder filled with antioxidants made from berries will help with the healthy blood flow to deliver those properly digested nutrients that we just talked about to the rest of your body, as well as arming your body with these antioxidants because of environmental stressors that we have to fight against every single day. So digestion, utilizing the nutrients that you are eating, balancing pH levels, and then healthy blood flow. The absolute base of your health and fitness. This is the foundation. And we know if anything built on a shaky foundation is not going to be sustainable. So these are so important. Next up would be a multivitamin. Also so important, whatever level you're at, beginner or advanced in your health and fitness journey, you should be taking a multivitamin supplement. For God's sake, even if you're not on a health and fitness journey, even if you're just existing in the world and going to work, eating dinner, and going to bed, you need to be taking a multivitamin. I know it's not that sexy. It's not something that's like, it's helping you build muscle. That's what people think of when they think of supplements. But building muscle does require adequate amounts of vitamins and minerals to work. So even if you're eating a healthy diet, and even if you are utilizing those nutrients, you still need to take a multivitamin because the mineral contents of many foods these days have declined due to farming practices, pesticides, the way that they're traveled to the stores and presented to us. Also, when you're training really hard in the gym, that depletes your body's storage of certain vitamins and minerals. So it's really important that you supplement and add extra multivitamins or extra vitamins and minerals. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting too many vitamins and minerals. Vitamin C and E, vitamins B and D, super, super important for proper protein and fat metabolism, protecting your muscles, protecting your body on a cellular level from cellular damage. So many benefits of taking a full spectrum multivitamin. That is also, I would say, part of the foundation. So those are the first non-sexy, I know, supplements, but highly recommend. Again, if your foundation is not strong, what's the point of doing anything else, right? Next up, one of my favorite topics, if you know me at all, protein powders. I love protein. Hitting your protein goal is so important for so many reasons. And whey protein, plant protein, protein isolates can help you hit your protein goals. Protein helps with increasing muscle mass and strength. So that's why I preach to my ladies all the time to hit your protein goal. It's so, so important. Muscle is made primarily of protein. Even if you're not trying to build muscle, that's not part of your journey yet. You still want to maintain the muscle that you have on your body. So you still want to be hitting your protein goal, even if you're not lifting heavy in the gym and that's not one of your focuses. A high protein intake can help you gain muscle and gain strength while you are losing weight. Such a big benefit. Protein is, in particular, it contains 9 essential amino acids. We'll be talking about amino acids a little bit later as well, but your body makes amino acids, but they're not the kinds that are found in whey and isolate proteins. Amino acids help in building muscles and creating new immune cells for your body. So it's important that you are getting enough amino acids through your diet, and protein is a really, really easy way to get in some of those amino acids. It has been said that your body can only process 20 to 40 grams of protein at a time. If you're trying to build muscle, it's important that you eat protein consistently throughout the day. A whey protein powder and a plant protein powder, it doesn't matter. The only thing that obviously would be your personal preference there is if you don't eat dairy, don't consume dairy, then you would not want to have the whey protein. You would want to have a plant protein. Generally, whey protein tastes better. But again, that's completely personal preference. And those are also more of a meal replacement. Those are going to fill you up a little bit better, a little bit more than a protein isolate. Protein isolate, if you've seen the different shakes in the stores, it's ideal for recovery and for muscle tissue repair. So really good for post-workout. Protein isolates are stripped of almost everything except the protein. So you'll find them to be really, really low in fat and lactose content. So it can be really good for those who are lactose intolerant, who have trouble digesting lactose. This was me for a long time. I went from whey protein. I was having issues digesting that. So I went to a protein isolate, still was having troubles digesting that. So I went to a plant-based protein. And I drank plant-based protein shakes, powders for years. And it's only been recently that I've been able to get a really, really high quality whey protein powder and digest that again. And thank God, because it tastes so much better. But protein powders are also so good because not only do they build muscles, but you can put it in a shaker cup, mix it up, take it on the go. It's portable. It's no excuses. It's a really quick way to get in a quick 20 grams of protein, which also leads me to make sure that you know that you should always be choosing a protein powder that has 20 grams of protein or more. You'll see on the back of some protein, quote unquote, some protein shake containers, they will contain like 9 to 12 grams of protein. That is more of a meal replacement shake. And if it says protein shake on the front of the package, that's just marketing, trying to get your attention. You want it to be worth it saying that it's a protein shake. You want it to have 20 grams of protein per serving, usually per scoop. That's a good thing to look for. So I cannot stress enough how important protein is. I think protein powders are probably my favorite supplement, but in order of importance, I put them as number 3 because you need the other things for your strong foundation. But protein is so important for you to hit and for you to maintain the results that you're getting. To get the results, build muscle, lose weight, and then to maintain that more simply, protein is super important. I never push protein powders to my ladies. We always work on diet first, but it does quickly become something for, my busy mamas, my busy working ladies. It's like just throw in a protein shake and call it a day. There's nothing wrong with supplementing. If you've been taught that like clean eating and you shouldn't, have protein shakes, or maybe you shouldn't have more than one a day, whatever it takes to hit your goals, we need to stop the judgment there. Whatever it takes to hit your goals is totally fine. So next up, this would be number 4. I actually had BCAAs listed as number 4, but then I changed it. So I'll explain that more in a little bit. So number 4 right now I have as glutamine. Glutamine is an amino acid that is found in the human body. It's important for recovery and muscle growth. That's why I love it so much, but it also fights off fatigue caused during your intense exercise. So cardio, lifting weights for a long time. If you're not so tired during your workout, you can get in a longer, better workout. Glutamine is also important for digestion and immune function. So supplementing with glutamine protects your muscles from being broken down more than they have to be. And then when muscles are broken down, they can be used for fuel, for energy by your body, and we don't want that. So supplementing with it to add more into your body, it keeps your body from using muscle for energy. We want it to use fat for energy at all times if possible. These last 3, I would say, would be qualified as add-ons. If you're feeling really confident in the other supplements that I have listed and you're hitting your macros and you're crushing your workouts, then I feel like you should be able to add on these other 3, but they're definitely in addition to the other supplements that I listed. So creatine. Creatine is a supplement I'm sure you've heard of. Some people are scared of creatine and think it's like a bodybuilder thing. Like I said, I used it very early on in my journey and I had no idea what I was doing. I was lifting the tiniest weights possible because I was scared to look manly and muscly at that point. So I'm not sure it was doing anything for me at that time, but I did take it and I by no means puffed up and looked huge. I've taken it on and off throughout the years, but it's a supplement that will give you more muscle growth, faster muscle growth when you're lifting weights. It allows your muscles to hold on to more water, making them fuller and stronger. Some people do not like the effect of the muscles feeling fuller and stronger. That's why if you've heard some people say that it can make you feel fluffy or bloated and puffy, I think it depends on the person. It's definitely worth a try. Don't knock it till you try it kind of a thing. You can always stop taking it and it will leave your body and you will go back to feeling normal. I didn't notice that when I took it, but it's definitely an add-on. It's not something that I've ever felt like I needed to take, but it's definitely something that you could try throughout your supplement journey. Next up is L-carnitine. L-carnitine provides your body with nutrients that it needs to effectively metabolize or effectively use stored fat. I use L-carnitine right now on and off, and I love it. When your body can use fat for fuel, it helps you to be able to maintain a healthy weight more simply. So kind of like it puts your body on autopilot, right? When your body realizes that it has that fat storage to use for energy, then it's always just going to be using your fat for energy. Sounds kind of like a dream come true. L-carnitine is an amino acid that is found in your body naturally, just like glutamine, but adding a supplement can bump up the effectiveness. And lastly, BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. There are 20 different amino acids that make up the thousands of different proteins in your body. 9 of these 20 are considered to be essential amino acids, meaning they cannot be made by your body and they must be obtained through your diet. Of these 9 essential amino acids, 3 of them are BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. The reason I put BCAAs as last is because if you remember earlier when I was talking about protein, whey protein is a complete protein source because it contains those 9 essential amino acids. So if you are hitting your protein goals, drinking a protein shake every day, you shouldn't necessarily need BCAAs because these 3 amino acids are included in that 9 that you can find in protein, that are contained in protein. So these BCAAs, they do help with muscle growth. They help decrease muscle soreness. They also help with exercise fatigue. So they do help you throughout your workout to be able to last longer, push harder. I'm sure that if you've heard of BCAAs, that's the sense that you've probably heard it to be used beneficial in. And it also helps to prevent muscle breakdown. So again, really important. Amino acids are not only important, they are absolutely necessary. And those 9, they cannot be made by your body. You have to obtain them through your diet. But if you remember me talking about the importance of protein, you're getting those BCAAs inside the protein. You're getting those essential amino acids from the protein. So sometimes when you hear people talking about different supplements, they're not absolutely necessary. And a lot of people don't know that. That's why I'm passionate about supplements in the sense that you don't have to use them. Because if you remember, glutamine and L-carnitine, they're already found in your body. But supplementing with them can help bump up the effectiveness, but it's not necessary. So I want one of your biggest takeaways to be that a lot of these supplements are made from your body already. And you can get these from whole food sources and even some processed food sources. But it's always a good thing to supplement with them. That's not a bad thing. I just want you to be really, really knowledgeable around supplements and not think that if you're not taking supplements, you're not going to see good results. So make sure, again, that you're keeping that in mind to hit your macros, get your workouts in, be following a plan. That's the base. And then you can add on with these supplements. And if and when you do add on with supplements, make sure they are a super high quality supplement because you're putting it in your precious body that you only get one of. And we want to make sure it's running as effectively as possible. I hope this episode helped to shed some light on the world of supplements and what you actually need and what you don't to see results. I would love it if you shared this episode with a friend. I know the supplement world is something that's really hard to understand, but I'm really honored to be able to bring you this information today. And I would also be honored if you shared this episode, tagged me in it, and I cannot wait to talk to you again next week. Thanks for listening to today's show. Go ahead and leave a rating and a review. And of course, follow the podcast so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And I would love it so much if you came to connect with me over on Instagram at Christy Castillo Fit. I will see you next time.